playing from the kitchen. So not literally. That's just I'm making that up.
But maybe.
Maybe he is. Yeah, he could be.
We don't know.
We don't know. We just don't know. We haven't got the admins over there. But anyway, Gen.G will be starting on the T side, as we can see. Daps, as usual, has the grenade. P250 for automatic. You'll have to see it. We'll see if he goes fishing. But FPX certainly have. Dapper now spoke up in the window. 2 players in the underpass, but only 1 is showing.
Dapper's surely hearing them running, though. And actually, they can hear them on top. This is so odd. They have 2 people on underpass. If they can get out and actually get some kills, it's going to make a big difference automatically, though. Look at the gatekeeping going on, and he takes and wins that fight. That is critical. But inside of the bomb site, Crashies and Dapper are still there. I say that, but for a second only. Dapper going down to Daps. And Crashies, yeah, he's feeling really awkward at the moment. Just completely blocked. And he goes to take the fight, and that's smart. Now, a 2-on-3, but the bomb heading to A. What is this round, James?
Oh, Daps has eluded them. Automatic got a lot of information in the app. He eventually saw that second play. Had a pop flash as well. And of course, the P250 does deliver. Now, Daps has got a post plant. His team already have control of Cat. They haven't got the right weapon for the job, but maybe it'll be enough. They have plenty of position. Daps can entertain with 2 flashes on this A bomb site. So this is so close to unwinnable for FunPlus Phoenix. That smoke would be very hopeful. Peter's got all of 7 HP. He knows they're coming from the B bomb site. He's waiting for them. Daps gets popped. There's the smoke up. Can he find the angle, though? Oh, he's got the 5-second defuse. There we go. No HP. So he was very unlikely to do it. P250 delivers once again.
Why did he choose to defuse on that side of the box? I'm sure he could have sat all the way in cover, couldn't he? Or am I wrong?
I don't think so. It was,
all right.
Where the bomb was planted, I think he has to be somewhat exposed.
Fair enough. Well, that does make me feel a little bit better. Still, I guess that was a low percentage round, no matter what, from the beginning of 2-on-3 with the bomb. But that was what a change for Gen.G being all the way in B with a couple of players, and then Daps just running away with the bomb. I don't even blame FPX for not reading that. That would have been hard to do. Strange round. Deagles are being purchased, and we are on the new patch. Haven't seen anyone jump yet, but I'm sure it'll happen.
Oh, that's awkward. Just couldn't get the Deagle out in time, unfortunately. That leaves 3. Now it leaves 2 because Mitch has been taken out. Well, this is a non-starter for FunPlus Phoenix. Again, we see another force buy from a CT side after losing the pistol, where the sniper has gone for the full investment as well. He's got nothing in the bank. For the smoke and the HE. Didn't really get to do anything in this round thus far. Indeed, we are on a new patch, so the Krieg is in many ways worse than the AK now. The fire rate is worse. The damage on paper is worse, although it still has a 100% armor penetration versus around 77% for an AK bullet. So I don't know what that means if you're shooting somebody on the server versus what the numbers on paper say. The main thing at this point is the one-tap range for the Krieg is a lot further than the AK-47.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we're going to have to, I think, just experience and learn as we go along, but it's certainly an interesting update.
Yeah, it's 4,500 units for a one-tap with the SG versus 2,700 units for the AK, but I mean, when are you not getting that one-tap with an AK? It's very rare.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Curious about some of the other, I think, the Bison had the armor penetration upgraded as well. I wonder if that's going to be...
You've been talking about the Bison all day, Anders.
I think it's the next big thing. You know, it's out there. It's waiting. It's been waiting for a long time. Tech-9 has also been upgraded in accuracy, I believe, so...
Yeah, looking at Slow Squadron's comments about the Tech-9, a lot of the changes that were made actually are quite similar to his Weapon Changes 2.0, which he put out 3 days ago, save for the Tech-9, where he thinks it's a little too strong.
So it's not just changes, not just Sponge stealing opinions off Reddit. Now it's CS:GO devs too.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Lead by example.
Looking for that gun barrel here, Daps. But they're coming up with 3 people from Connector, so yeah, the defense has to switch eventually, and Daps is just waiting for it. That's a nice shot from Mitch. Can't believe he actually got that kill. Crashy's also chiming in for a little bit of action. And that'll be the end of the rounds. At least they do some damage this round.
I always forget that you can... There's a wallbang now from Palace to CT's hiding in that position. But I think it's like with a Deagle and up.
All right.
So I'm not even sure you can spray. I don't think you can spray with an AK. I think it's got to be like a Deagle or an AWP or something.
Tell you what, James. If you're standing on the T-ramp, you know what those Tetris blocks are, and they're like individual blocks. If you shoot right down along the line of them, you can actually shoot through with an AWP into sandwich.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You used to be able to see someone's feet in sandwich, unless they were in that slightly elevated position. But I think they actually filled the gaps there Peter gets quickly up to that short position, but he's unable to land the flick, and then the opportunity gone. See Gen.G hiding in the shadow position. Had a smoke out maybe in case of a push there. Sometimes we see Virtus Pro, for example, if they've got like Kika in a CT position and there's an execute coming in, he likes to drop a smoke under shadow just to run distraction even if no teammates there.
I actually love those kind of plays. We don't see them nearly enough. Same when people put out Molotovs in positions where actually no one is hiding. It's such a cool little mind game. Again, just noticing Gen.G here. It's the first buy round for FPX, but they've got Daps all the way in connector. What a great position to be in for no cost at all. They haven't had to pay anything, and I mean, he can win the round in a kill from this position, right?
Yeah, it's really hard for the CTs to on Cat to help out in connector if they don't have any position there because they're fearful of a T in the ladder room. So it's a very strong position to take.
Here we go. Setting up the smoke for jungle, and that's going to force a lot of people to move around, which is, again, incredibly dangerous with Daps being there. Som's also over at the ladder room. We'll see. He's going to get smoked off, flashed through by a teammate, and Crashes, if he'd gone through that, he would have been dead already. Now it's a bit of an awkward situation, and Dapper will get the opening kill. Only 20 seconds left in the round, and they're starting to go for it. There's Gen.G going down next. It's all kind of falling apart here. 3-on-3 now, bomb down, 10 seconds left, and Mitch on the flank. And this should be FPX picking up the round just due to the time that's left here. Only got to be careful you don't get traded at the end. Som turning for it, but there's just no time. So the expensive round for everyone involved, but it'll be FPX to pick it up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Gen.G. The setup was quite nice. Som was actually in ladder that entire time, and it looks like the plan was to plant the bomb for Cat with the smoke up towards jungle and Daps taking control. But it seemed that the entire team were heavily reliant on Daps finding an opening in that position. There was, I think that was like the go command, but when he got taken out from triple, then things started to go wrong. They ran out of time and didn't have position to plant that bomb. End up losing the round.
He might have even got killed in a way that he couldn't call out to anyone, you know, where was he exactly? It might have been hard to know.
Yeah, I mean, he ate his teammate's flashbang as well there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough. Run boosting into the middle is what we love to see, isn't it?
We've seen a failed smoke. Actually, I'm not sure what that smoke was supposed to be from FunPlus Phoenix. You can see it in the middle of nowhere right there. Because normally that came from connector, and ideally you want to just bounce it off the back wall to control connector, which is partly what the Cat player needs to do as well if he has position. So that was, I don't know what that was. It was very much out of position though, so I'm sure it had some kind of purpose, but I'm not sure what it was. I would hope so anyway. Minutes on the clock. Gen.G, they've got possession of mid once again, and once more Som is in the ladder. The bomb's just being collected. We can see Mitch has got a lot of information towards B apartments for now. Now the bomb's going back and forth. Maybe there's some discussion as to what they want to do. Automatic looks to maybe show some presence towards that B bomb site, and in fact, Daps will offer some grenades towards A and head back towards B.
Just a single flashbang. Surely that's not going to sell anyone. But again, they'll, as you were pointing out, they have Mitch that far up in the B hallways. He's going to have such advanced warning. And Crashes, unfortunately, have no grenades. If he'd had a Molotov or something at this point in time, it would be amazing with Mitch being here. Turn for it already. Bentet was really soft from running into PTR's AWP. But let's see what Crashes could do here. 24 seconds left. PTR going down. He's standing in top of the Molotov, and he's going to get traded. Great hit for Gen.G.
He died on his sword. If he got that second kill, that would have been a lot. They saw the bomb early in the apartments. What can they do? Dapper's so far away. He's in T-spawn as the bomb's being planted on the B bomb site. So this is a pretty difficult situation. Gen.G, he needs to be given something. That wasn't what he was looking for, though. Now showing some presence as Dapper creeps in the apartments. But again, we've got Daps here to take care of that while the rest of the players hold on to the site itself. Som's got a pretty strong angle. Both sitting trying to peek at the same time. Gen.G eats one, and surely Dapper needs to back off now. He doesn't have a diffuse kit either, so it would be throwing good money after bad at this point.
That's a bit of a tough scenario here for FPX. Ooh, Daps, I think he had the right idea then. See if he could maybe get the next fight. They're actually running out the other way. Kusta, is he actually going to make it? He will. In spite of nearly being on the bomb side. That was a bit, I mean, they had the advanced warning, but I guess they only had Crashes really there, and everyone else was just too far away. So, I don't know, if you have that much of a signal that it's going to be coming B, I kind of expect for the defense to be a little bit better.
Just one round for FunPlus Phoenix thus far. which you could put down in some part to error on Gen.G's side. Dap seeking that second flashbang.
True.
From that stairs position didn't really help out matters in that round. So we've got the hero AWP, which will be in the hands of Dapper. No Kevlar for Peter. Doesn't want to ruin his money. Keeps it with the team. So the armor-wielding Dapper will hold the AWP. Looks like a double peek is being lined up from Gen.G. That's a cheeky one. Dapper now down to 5 HP. Bed test got position on connector. Peter with a crossfire. He's just basically lurking. He wants the AWP. He just waits for Dapper to die so we can pick it up.
Molotov forcing him into the fight. No problems there. And PTR standing in the corner. That's a pretty good kill. Picking up an AK-47. So you've got to be careful here, Dapper. You don't lose the fight, and he will. And Dapper picking up a kill on Kuster. A lack of focus here for Gen.G could cost him the round. Dapper not quite in position with the AW. He's ready for the second one, but he's going to get smoked off. And the bomb should be going down here. That's close to being a timing.
Got some risky plays on an anti-eco round, walking through that smoking connector. Som now, it's got a lot to do. You've seen one of the two players by door at the very least. Automatic can hold his close. Are they going to walk into this? Indeed, they will. There we go. Gen.G managed to clean up. That was a scary one.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made, but they will survive. Take all the weapons away, so that will force FPX to splash the cash.
10-0 for Som right now.
Not too shabby.
Coming into the tournament, he was the name that a lot of people were mentioning, and we didn't really get the results, I think. But you know, I guess better late than never. You know, this is their last chance, really. Yeah,
I mean, I've seen a lot of nice individual plays from him. Considering his age, it's fun to watch how much game sense he's got. But again, the team needs results. It's all good to have the highlights here and there, but at the end of the day, you got to win your games. I mean, most certainly need to win this one. FunPlus Phoenix, of course, an underdog in this. Got a full buy now with the 4 M4s and the AWP. That will get taken out early. Gen.G smoked off in the window. Only problems for Gen.G.
Daps was actually stopped by a Molotov from Gen.G, then grenaded, and then he was stuck at that corner, and he got shot down from connector. That's a bit of a run for Dapper. Now they need to calm down here, FPX. They've got a 5-on-2. There's no reason to continue to fight. Definitely, this is what you want. You know, just some basic level of no man. He was jumping, getting that kill. That is should be illegal.
It's not even the deagle.
Not even.
Automatic's in a 1v4. He is not aware of the flank, which is just around the corner. But Dapper, see, Dapper's smart. Dapper doesn't need to push. He's the only person stopping the rotation to the rest of the map, so he can simply hold his position, let the rest of the team do the job. Something to note for the people at home: if you are that only man between the last player and the rest of the map, hold a nice position. Well, that's maybe a sign of things to come with these changes to the Desert Eagles. Everybody on deathmatch yesterday, jumping around. Super Mario Brothers with the hand cannon.
And I mean, worth noting, right? In a normal, or in a before this patch, FPX would have probably picked up, you know, a couple of Kriegs, but now they're all AK-47s. So, just worth taking a note of. Oh, this could be really awkward. Good grenade, but he's still he's not quite alone. Crashes is there with a bit of a crossfire, so they should be all right. Mitch gonna start to fall back a bit, and there's the peek from Crash. He's good. Double kill. I was worried for no reason at all, it seems.
FunPlus Phoenix looking comfortable. Starting to warm up. These rounds, I think these rounds are good when you're on a comeback. Obviously, they're good because they're easy, but I think it's just good for confidence boosting.
Yeah.
Getting warmed up in the actual game for the buy rounds to come. We'll need to see them popping off now. Gen.G's had a horrible start. 1 for 6 on the counter-terror side. Some 10 for 2 now. Doyle Bronson hands for those poker people among us. 2 rounds in a row now for FunPlus Phoenix. Can they take this success into a buy round? 4 AKs and a Galil for Som. Not all the utility in the world for Gen.G, but they've got enough.
Yeah, 3 smokes, you could definitely make it work. Looks like they want to try and see if they can get into the B bomb side, or at least set up for it. Automatic with his forward position, I mean, if he turns the corner and gets a quick kill, they can go on it. Still keeping Daps and Som at top mid, and that's the jump. Could have been very dangerous. Some counter grenades are coming out though, defensively. They're going to have to smoke that away immediately to stop half the team from burning.
There's a big rotation. FPX ready to have 4 players on the B bomb site. There isn't really a lurker to find out what's going on elsewhere. Automatic picked off. That's starting to move into connector, but Gen.G is slinking towards jungle as well, so that's his fact-finding mission may end in failure. This is super awkward for Gen.G. I'm not really sure where to go. Looking for a plan B, but trying to find out what's possible. Can't get a fatal connection there. Gen.G will get traded. Does this stretch out the players? Oh, Sommy's facing the wrong way. He's been outmaneuvered here, and it continues to be so. 4 players surviving for FunPlus Phoenix. And they move to 4.
Deny the bomb plant. Not that I think they would have been able to buy even if they had it, but it all, I guess, adds up down the stretch of it here. This is a weird way to get the first kill. That's wow. I'm shocked.
That ever.
No, there's almost nothing showing. Good eyes on PTR, I guess.
Yeah, Gen.G, they got a hard stop towards that B bomb site. Didn't really have position to capitalize on that rotation from FPX, so it was going to be difficult whatever they chose to do afterwards. But I do wonder if we will see some over-rotations from FunPlus later on. If Gen.G can identify how big a rotation they saw there, then maybe they can do something. Kusta with a Deagle kill towards CT, but I think he saw another player there. Crashy's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's got some parkour going on. Anti-eco territory for FunPlus Phoenix. Gen.G more or less on the A-bomb site, but can they find the headshot? Doesn't look like they can. Kusta now in the palace. They know where he is, which means CTs will take liberties with their positioning, so he'd be fortunate to get another kill out from this. They'll be holding all the weird angles. Another headshot down to 1 HP now. Can he get finished off? He can. Not really enough damage there by Gen.G. FunPlus Phoenix building a nice bank now.
Yeah, you're right. Both Mitch and Dapper at plus 10k at the beginning of the round before the buy anyway. So in that sense, they're doing reasonably well. They've won the last 4 rounds in a row. No bomb plants in any of those rounds. That's a little bit rough.
Yeah, it has, after some brief success, it must be said, winning the pistol, Gen.G, they haven't really had that much success in their recent rounds. Of course, again, that round over towards B was really tough. Once they were stuck in the apartments, they didn't really have anywhere else to go. Some teams maybe would have chosen to back off there, but I think at that point there wasn't really a good option for Gen.G. So they need to kind of maybe take a moment to. I mean, again, if they realize how much FunPlus Phoenix are rotating,
yeah,
then maybe they can abuse that with a fake. I would hope to see that in the rounds to come here.
Well, certainly, Damps is the kind of leader that would know how to do that and would be pretty good at making that kind of a call. And they've been in middle a lot. I mean, they've probably heard them stepping around a fair bit. Not impossible, I think, that you could end up right here. And jump right through. It's probably fortunate that Gen.G even got that PTR, missing a shot and. Yeah, trying to duck under, afraid that they were going to try and spam him down. Crashy's there to help out. And is he going to go for it? He's stepping down on the low ground. And Kusta was ready for it. That's some heads-up play. 3-on-3 now. The bomb in connector awkwardly.
Mihu plays on short. Making those kind of plays. Kusta looking to clean up, but Peter is there to trade. Very aggressive response from FunPlus Phoenix. Gen.G have had success getting their players into ladder and so on. The starts of the rounds in mid have been good for them up until this round. But it's been the late round afterwards, which they haven't quite converted of late. But FPX taking the game away from them to some degree in mid. But now we've got a 2-on-2 with a minute on the clock for Gen.G. And there's a reasonable chance that they're in a 2v1 on whichever bomb site they choose to go to. That's certainly true here.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a 2-on-2, right, it feels like a bit of a coin flip. I like the fact that Dapper is not trying to hold all of the A-bomb side on his own. I mean, inside of the site, that would be so tricky to do. PTR in a position where he could maybe sneak in a kill on someone early on. And if he does that, surely that's going to be the round going that way. It's going to be hard to clutch that 1-on-2. Down to 30 seconds, Flashpoint gives a little bit away. Easy kill with the bomb up there now as well. And PTR could just hold this spot for a while. I think the grenade, though, would actually take care of him. That's nicely put, but 20 seconds. And he's going to go pick up the bomb, get back on site, and then still try and fight Dapper. Actually, killing him might be the easier thing to go for if you're Bent at this point in time. 10 seconds. He goes straight for it, and Dapper will be close enough. And I guess that was the problem with the bomb being so far away.
I like the peek before Spence had even started planting, because he's reading that he has to at least try and bait a peek, so he peeks before that. Really nice. Peter's missed a fair few shots in this game so far, and we've seen with multiple teams, with MIBR and other teams, where some of the snipers have come in cold at the beginning of a best-of-3 series. And
yes.
that seems to be true for Peter. He's got a CT side. He's got those luxurious angles.
We've got
He's not quite hitting the mark.
Got multiple Tank 9s, James. I'm so excited. It's been a while. They're going to be rushing to be bomb site. This is a real throwback. They're running into an HE grenade. That's so much damage. Nice turnaround. He actually threw a smoke for his teammates to come through. They're still going to get slaughtered, but that's some heads-up play. CC will do it instead. And PTR sneaking up close, stopping the bomb from going down. And what a nice kill on Daps as well. That just saved the day. It's already looking decent enough, but yeah, the bomb plant again would have held out Gen.G. That's how many rounds in a row now? Is it like 6 in a row where they've had no bomb? What? Dapper just killed PTR.
Oh, wow.
Well, and shot him straight in the back. There's not even any... With all the evidence we need to convict James. What has he done?
Man, that's we've seen a few team kills.
Can we get a replay of that?
That was unfortunate. That was most unfortunate.
I don't think it was. I think it was
malicious,
premeditated, in fact.
6 rounds in a row for FunPlus Phoenix.
Don't know why you're trying to defend him.
Where's the plan B for Gen.G? A strong one at the very least. We've got vintage strats. Oh, okay. Sort of boosting behind the smoke, but no, it's not a boost, which has been cheeky HEs from behind the smoke. A lot of interesting things happening in mid now. FunPlus Phoenix just telling Gen.G, maybe we won't let you do your default in mid and take ladder and so on. But things will start to get a little quieter now.
If nothing else, they're forcing them to use a lot of grenades, which again, earlier they were just doing that for free. Not that FPX aren't using a bunch of their own. I mean, this is still a minute and 10 seconds and almost everyone has used all of their grenades. Crashies. Oh, I can't believe it. He was looking the other way, wasn't he?
Yeah, he really was. This is looking chaotic in the mid position, but FPX will still lose the first man. Again, just some individual skill from Som. Gen.G's heard the scope in the connector, but he can't do anything about it. He has information. He's seen multiple players. They've lost multiple players. Now survival's 2 for Gen.G. I think this round might be over. FPX, do they have the money to start because Peter's got 10k. Dapper doing what he can, but he's 1 versus 4. He'll take out the cover from Kustar. Dabs is gonna, ooh, runs out of bullets. Just at the wrong moment, automatic.
What a boss.
I love it. That's outrageous. That is hilarious. With ... as well, like.
Yeah.
Good.
We're gonna need to see that as well. As well as the team kill.
That is the best conversation I've seen in chat in a long while.
Yeah, he could have like gone a shoulder like I was a bit lucky or something. He's like, no.
I'm sick.
I'm not good. Oh man.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well then, there's a lot less utility for FPX in this round. Trying to cause chaos in the mid position. Gen.G will still show presence, but don't have to give up connector. They don't want to allow Gen.G to reach the first stage of their setup. No player heading towards ladder in this round. Round 14 in the first half. You've got Kusta lurking in the palace and bombs on the way. Now, they're not in connector just yet. Maybe fearing some kind of retake attempt or something. Peter waiting for perhaps a player around ladder or somebody to try and jump into the window. Either way, they've got 3 players around the A bomb site, but you wonder how Peter will rotate if he's concerned. Somebody could be boosted on the outside of the window on that ledge. They don't know because they've got nobody on cat.
Yeah, so he almost has to stick around. Gen.G is presumably going to be drawn into this A attack, but if any one of Dapper or Gen.G goes down, then yeah, this mid is going to be wide open. That's a very important kill for Dapper. PTR will pick up Kusta, and just like that, it's a 4-on-3 with 28 seconds left.
Gen.G's heard the footsteps. You've got to be careful though if he goes for a spray through the smoke. If they respond to those sprays, there'll be a lot of trouble. The timing works out for Mitch. Gen.G lost in the meantime. Bomb planted, 2v3. So, automatic scene running back on the ramp, and Daps can't help him out, but maybe he can get bait set up. Finds the first connection, looking for the second, but won't find the right angle. Peter will trade, and FPX make it to 7 as well.
That is actually such a dangerous jump that Crashies does up on the box near the ticket booth to try and get that kill on automatic. If they had been ready for it, he probably just dies immediately. Another AWP being picked up, and yeah, 8 to 6 are kind of an. I still think Gen.G are going to be quite happy just getting 6 rounds. I don't think they're in any kind of trouble getting this, but FPX definitely, yeah, doing a lot here in the first half all of a sudden. Went on that 6-round win streak. Gen.G with a bomb plant and everything else, able to buy whatever they want in this round though, which I guess is good news. Looks like they want to recommit to the A bomb side. Almost going very quickly then.
Oh, another whiff. Swing and a miss. Last round of the first half, Gen.G with 4 players towards A. But look at this rotation. What is the read here from FunPlus Phoenix? They've got a 3rd man making his way towards A, and Peter will be
Mitch, maybe?
covering the window. Just wilding out.
Well, he's got that deep
position.
angle. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. That could still be a risk, right? Like, it's not risk-free doing this, but...
Oh, they've made the right decision. I love a molly in response to smokes on A, but that's past it already. Crashies is taken out. Trying to play with flashes. Peter around the smoke. There'll be trades across the board. 3 on 3. We've got some lurking, but Mitch is coming in from the back, surely. I think someone's realized where he is in the meantime, and just about gets there. He's got a second kill as well, Som. Wilding out, complaining about the early games, but he's on fire. That said, Dapper will clean up towards the end. Very back and forth affair.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy half.
Absolutely was. Look at the confidence on Som, but then Dapper as well. I was going to say, don't fight Som when he's in this mood. He's all over the place. But Dapper and Som kind of just going head-to-head at the end there. Man, the fact that he got killed in Shadow, he only got because that flashbang failed toward Tetris. It was a pixel away from flashing the guy on Tetris. That would be a cool replay to watch as well. We'll see how it goes when he comes back for the second half. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
We are back, mother bitches. It's time for FPX to start on the T side. They've got a 3-round lead over Gen.G. If they win their pistol and Gen.G force buy, we're looking at a 12-6 scoreline.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you put it like that, it suddenly seems a little bit more scary. I still think Gen.G put on a pretty good show. I think they could have had way more rounds. I just think that 6-round streak for FPX, where there were not even any bomb plants or anything, that obviously did hurt them quite a bit, but see if they could do a little bit better here. They've got the bomb over at the A-bomb side. It looks like they're going to try and crush it from two sides, which, if they can make it through mid safely, actually might be a very powerful play. That smoke is doing everything they want, and maybe even then some. Daps goes down with them. They have to stay alive, and he's going to get dropped. What a nice peek. They're fighting Ben Ted as well, and they'll win it. Mitch with a beautiful double opening, and this is just a complete knockout.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool pistol thus far from FunPlus Phoenix. Peter was top mid with the smoke and the molly. I was thinking, why don't no P250s about to start roasting them? But they had a good plan. He puts there's a vintage molly which bounces over top of the entrance to connector into the window to take the angles away. A smoke on Cat as they split the A bomb site, so they get the close ranges with the utility. No P250 needed, and just smash afterwards. Very nice work from FunPlus. So Gen.G will go for that force buy, which is very dangerous territory now.
I'm starting to develop a theory that a worse plan that you fully commit to is still better than whatever the best plan could have been that you just, half-heartedly do. Like, there's some sort of weird thing in Counter-Strike that happens if people commit to something. I'm not saying that was a bad plan that they had in the pistol round, but it's just, I think the follow-through on it, the fact that everyone knew what they were doing, there was no hesitation, makes it so much better.
Absolutely. Zealots.
Exactly, that's what you want. Weirdly, that's what you need.
That's up close with the CZ. Has promise, but does his thing perhaps not. Nice angle taken by Mitch, but the result isn't nice, but his teammates are here to train and protect the weapons. Gen.G makes his way down into the shadow position. We've got a 4-on-3 now. Bentet, Automatic, and Som are creeping. Automatic with that scout. He's not bad with the headshots, but we are asking a lot of him in this situation.
Gen.G and Dapper awkwardly nearly standing on top of each other. Looks like they'll find a way to fight their way out of it. But I was getting briefly concerned, and both of them standing in that corner.
I feel like I see Gen.G lose a lot of pistol rounds at the moment.
We should find some stats on that. You could, from memory, yeah, I think you may be right.
Because I'm always looking at the force buys to see which teams will have their sniper force buy and which teams will have their sniper eco for the rounds to come. And of late, I've seen Gen.G lose a lot of pistol rounds, which really sucks. But again, I think with the older economy, if you lost a pistol when you were 6-9 down at half time, it was really rough to get back into the game. And it helps with the better economy now, but with that force buy, not so much. But on a map like Mirage, perhaps you need that additional utility. But again, 6-12 is a pretty tall order. Nice opening tap. Always nice to see some taps.
Yeah, that worked out tremendously well. Automatic. Ooh, gun barrel's going to be showing up. Surely, yeah. Caught out. And they are allowed to... They sneak onto the side. They find everyone hiding. I think Gen.G were waiting for that one call to action, and it just never came. So, I mean, you're right, though. The fact that if they could at least won the pistol in the second half here, right, it would have been such a different landscape for them. But now, 12-6, yeah, definitely going to be a bit of a comeback, at least if they can make it work.
Automatic has secured the AWP for the full buy round, which is better than what we saw from them last time they played, where it was lacking. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got Kevlar as well. That position on the cat. If he misses his flick, oh yeah, so will he, as Peter did in the first half. And it's Peter, of course, top mid. Some shots taken by Automatic, which has a nice angle here as well. Looking for a peek by those. I don't know what you call those doors, but anyway, it's like a weird angle where you can't be from a lot of positions.
Yeah. On
the B bomb site.
And it's easy when you're walking around down there on the CT side, right, to just forget about it for a second, especially if it's early on. Bomb still at top mid. Crashy's holding the AS, and Mitch is now going to rejoin the rest of the team in here. See if at any point, if they put Automatic in that deep line, that he can snipe down the corridor, that could be really interesting. Wow, okay.
How's that for an opening frag in the round?
It's really messy, isn't it?
1 minute on the clock. You can see the CT's trying to hold on to control of connector, but Bentet surely heard that grenade collide with a player. Now this is a nervous situation. He's going to have to frag out once that smoke is gone. And even if he goes 1-1 and he's traded, Is that enough? Probably not.
Som is about to walk into the middle. Like huge here. Bentet going down, though. Is anyone going to be watching? Som, he might even... Oh, he's just a second too late. Hard to judge, but that's going to get a pretty big opening here. Som now looking to stop the bomb from going down, but that's not going to happen. Daps, 26 seconds. He sprays right at the end, and he's not going to be in time to stop the bomb plant. It'll catch him a bullet right to the face, though. What a start for FPX.
Yeah, that's a big disaster for Gen.G. Got nothing done in that run, but it's really rough again with Bentet's position. It's we've seen so many times like a one and done, but it's not even the one there. Just done 4 rounds in a row now for FunPlus Phoenix, and Gen.G may never get started in this half. Eco territory for them. We've got some Kevlar picked up. There's not even a flashbang though. Just pistols for the team across the board. No flash for a swing or anything.
This is jumping deal territory, surely.
Oh no.
I'm partly disappointed. I was ready to laugh at the very least.
I don't want to see it.
Maybe a tragic kind of laughing.
I don't want to see it. I feel like if you go back to when the jumping scout was a thing, it was in the game for so long. There was so much protest because, you know, like we had a jumping AWP in Columbus and so on, and those moments are exciting, but then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, we kind of need to chill with this stuff now. This is not really...
No.
It's against the spirit of the game, and to put this in essentially by design, until I see otherwise, is...
malpractice?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Well, I think you're right. I think especially what makes it true even more so, right, is if there's no obvious downside and no obvious counterplay. So if you and on Counter-Strike maps, obviously everywhere you can find, you know, walls that are almost meant to be jumped over and looked. You were tweeting about the one on what was it, Dust 2, the bomb plant on the napalm side.
Yeah.
I guess the half wall on Inferno on Banana would be another obvious one.
Yeah, because it's one thing like I put up a clip where I got a jumping deagle across the map on aim red line, but it's not so much about those because those are more rare. It's more about like those up close positions like a plant on Dust 2, which are more concerned. But speaking of concern, we've got problems here. The deagles are doing the job on the B-bomb from automatic. Leaves it a 1v1 with Daps. He's got the high ground advantage. He's creeping, and Peter's got no idea whatsoever.
He's faking it out once. He has no idea where he is. You're absolutely right. So he just has to try and guess. He can't even really do anything outside of just going for the plant right now. I don't think Apps is going to be there in time to shut him down. So at the very least, Peter will get that. But he might still get shot right in the... Oh, no! Cooling the trigger a bit early, and that'll give the position away. PTR still not able to get the headshot there. No head armor on Daps. If that had been a bullet that connected, he would have won the round immediately.
Well, that was... unexpected, it's fair to say. Just making sure there's nothing to collect before he defuses the bomb. This is a round Gen.G we're not supposed to win. I think in most cases they don't.
But the deals, and they weren't even jumping.
They weren't even jumping, yeah. All that discussion for nothing. But yeah, no, I think the concern is more, I feel like when you're close in those positions that we mentioned, I think those are the situations where it's going to be a big problem.
I'm actually completely on your side in this conversation, James, but I want people to abuse it as hard as they can because that's the only way it's going to change.
Yeah.
So just every pro player just learn it and force it out of the game in a week.
That's why I'm still using that green agent skin.
Exactly right.
I just want to be black people in the game.
Surely that's got to be an upgrade soon.
Do you know, I heard that the T skin that's kind of grey is the problem, and I tried to do it, but I can't get used to the white arms, so I want the black arms. So I went back.
Now, that is an issue you could raise and win, James. I'm 100% sure. Make it a big thing, make it a campaign. But first, we've got to fix the pixel you were talking about on this map. That has to come before everything else. Ooh, Mitch in the window. What a position to hold. If he can stay here for just a couple of more seconds, they're all gravitating towards the spot. They're all being pulled here. Mitch going down, but so much chaos in the defense. Gen.G going to find the next kill, and that leaves Kuster on that A-ramp, and PTR is bringing the bomb away from him. If he'd rotated this way, PTR, instead he's up in the apartments. This is a very odd round. I don't know who's going to win this one.
Now, Kusta's heard all this information towards the Palace, but we expect a second player there. He heard 1% of footsteps, but there were 2 in Palace, and a bomb still there, which he hasn't seen just yet. Gen.G taken out as well. Now the bomb's kind of stuck in Palace, and it's surrounded by 3 players. He needs to rely on Dapu, who's spotted in Connector. This has turned into a disaster for FunPlus Phoenix. There goes Peter creeping, but there's Som to trade. Again, they got the numbers, and now they've got the information as well. Dapper last seen in mid. He's got 32 seconds, a cheeky peek. But again, Kusa's just creeping. Now look at the angle he's holding. Spotted by default. They could go for a double peek here. Som will deliver the kill. That was a really unfortunate round for FunPlus Phoenix. When they've got Mitch in a window, there's almost nowhere for Gen to stand on the A bomb site, which is why they start getting aggressive, because they've got to frag out. But again, like the information, Kusa hears one on the ramp going to Palace, but doesn't realize there was already a second player there.
I actually think that was a round where the lack of experience and maybe some of the in-game calls there for FPX are kind of shining through, because I would say if Mitch gets the kill, he gets traded, then Gen.G gets the one over at Shadow. They had plenty of time. They didn't even need to bring the bomb to A. They could have just kept the mid control, rotated back. They could have done a lot more things, and didn't really work out for them. They lose Gen.G early in this round, but they could be letting Gen.G back in the game here, FPX.
Yeah, I really feel like this is, or it was, FPX should have won this game already, more or less. They should have won that anti-eco for sure. But now Gen.G, keeping them off 14 rounds, have really given themselves an opportunity to take control of the game. Nice flick from Automatic towards top mid to take out Gen.G. And you can see the bomb and the third man moving towards T-ramp now. So Dapper's got to do a lot.
Yeah, this kind of position is all about, you know, a little bit of success from your team and then the right timing. He does need his team to create a distraction. Deep Molotov, that can actually maybe force him a little bit back. Not quite far enough, but still could have been dangerous there. Let's see what his team can do. 50 seconds, yeah, they need that distraction, and they need Dapper to pounce right behind it.
Mitch has deployed the CT smoke, you can see there. Automatic is looking to get even more aggressive. He might shot his teammate there. Trying to buy time now, 4 seconds on the clock. They swarm on the A bomb site. Now Automatic's trouble, but his teammate's got angles, misses his flick, and Peter takes him out. Now the bomb can be planted default while the smoke is up. Both players coming from Connector and Jungle. Mitch taking a lot of damage. There is a gap through the boxes he could peek in if it's appropriate. He's got to be careful.
Oh,
if you stand on the box in Connector, which actually Som is doing, then he can see Mitch if he stands by default, which is partly why he's crouching. Those flames will be a problem, however. Peter has now. Now he can play for the bomb beeps, but he might try to peek and catch Som on the way there. Really dangerous territory. When does he choose to push through the smoke? He's really fiending to do it, and he will, just before Som touches the bomb. Very scary stuff, and Peter did what he had to do and puts FPX on 14.
I have no idea how Gen.G lost that round. Once Bentet gets the kill on Dapper in that connector, that should be the round, no problem. I also, I almost had a heart attack watching Peter rotate into to that apartment. I mean, the bomb plant wasn't for him. If he was on the ramp, I agree, it would have been super dangerous. But being up there and swinging wide with the WP, there's that damn pixel.
Bastard pixel.
We need the pixel removed. We need that 1.6 headshot where they, you know, where they sort of like swing back, and then we can get to all the other things. We'll get the black skins and everything in the game, James. We'll get to it one day.
Bring the black people. You can be black as well, Anders, if you want to. You can live your fantasy.
I'll try it out. I'll definitely try it out. Ooh, crashies.
Uh-oh. Look what Automatic's going to pick up. A nice AK-47. And once again, the anti-ecos are failing for FunPlus Phoenix. And force buys if you're actually anti-eco. Gen.G now. I've got a 4 versus 2. Automatic with the AWP and high ground advantage.
No kit.
He can just lurk and wait for his teammates to show presence and run distraction elsewhere. He's even got utility now to allow them to swing into the site. Indeed, there is no defuse kit for these players, and these AKs are going to start fragging. So far, maybe not so good. Mitch is in trouble here. Gen.G's surrounded, dancing around the box, but I don't think they've held on for long enough.
No, they didn't, but I'm shocked that Gen.G left it that late. I mean, a couple of more seconds, as you can tell by the beep, and it would have been too late. That's a super well-controlled retake and a ridiculous round for Gen.G to win. That's at least 2 where FPX should have probably just walked away with it.
Oh, he's so good with that dig, man.
You're not wrong. Bentet at 16, Som at 18 kills. PTR, though, on the FPX side on 22 and 12. That's kind of caught me by surprise.
I feel like FunPlus have missed 2 opportunities to almost close out the game where Gen.G have had pistols. 2 opportunities now. And once Gen.G get to 10, that's really nervous territory. They are not that far away at all. This is very winnable for Gen.G. Molly on the ramp to delay things yet further. All of FunPlus towards A. They've got 1 flash on Mitch, and Dapper with a smoke, which he won't deploy. Just going for that no warning. 1 dig into Kusta. That's now doesn't want to go on this rifle. He's going to give her some kills. He'll take 2 out at the very least. And Automatic has the angle. Bente now in isolation with that smoke deployed. But he will do the job. Peter has the bomb, but I don't think he'll get to plant it because Tom's already in CT. That's an important kill. Gen.G make it to 10.
Yeah, some damage being output there. They could have absolutely had the bomb. I think because of the early success, when Peter gets that AK-47, instead of going for the bomb plant, he's like, you know what, maybe I can help out and we can actually win the round. They can still buy, so I guess the lack of a bomb plant is not going to be devastating, although they would have had a fair few more grenades if they would have gone for it. Hard to judge them at that point in time, I guess. But 14 to 10.
Crashies has done 376 damage of utility.
All right.
And Mitch 281.
Oh,
and yeah, that would have been another catastrophe for Gen.G. Lucky to get away with that. Got to be careful. We've seen some wild sprays through the smoke already, and Dapper looks for more. Automatic hiding in the corner. Mollies will stop him rotating for now. Does he try and look over the smoke? Does he dare with all this spray, or does he choose to fall back instead? Maybe that's staying as well. Can Dapper makes his way into the window. So FPX have got really strong position.
See, AK versus AWP. He's got the right angle for it. Looked like it could have been a headshot. He's all the way down to 48, but it will be automatic to pick up that win. And they're going to leave Gen.G and Connector rotating. Maybe everyone else. PTR is also hanging around middle, which is, at this point, somewhat dangerous from that window. They're going to go back instead. Looks like it's going to be a B hit, which, if they go in the next 10 seconds, might be genius. They just have to make it past Som, and how do they have no smokes, though? Flashes are going to be, actually be hard to flash him at that range.
Yeah, they may have to use bodies instead.
That's rough.
Oh, that is perfect timing. Just as they start rotating, Som makes his way. He's in battle sniper mode now, with his teammate posting up. But if there's a peek from above the van, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Som delivered the kill. Mitch with the bomb heads towards the site itself. Crashes, doesn't see Som creeping. 28 seconds, second kill for Som. Picked the right position. Great headshot into Peter, leaving Gen.G alone with $200 in the bank. He'll get something out of it. He's got 18 seconds to do as much damage as possible. Deploying the grenades, trying to buy some space for himself. See the trajectory. Benta taken out 1 versus 3. 10 seconds. Considering falling back maybe, but he won't be able to. Gen.G make it to 11.
What a great round from Som. That was insane. First kill is that's just clever play, stopping the bomb and buying time. But the fact that he lived through running into the AK-47 is sort of ridiculous. Yeah, this is just intelligent play coming out, but this is where he should have died. Unbelievable.
Nice.
14-11. They may have let them live for too long.
Yeah, I really feel like big opportunities were lost multiple times from FPX, and they're on eco territory again. And with Gen.G creeping closer and closer, you wonder if that'll be in the back of their minds as they try to convert more rounds. 2 disasters in this half for FunPlus. But they are the ones who are still at 14. However, Gen.G will soon be on 12, you would imagine. The Eagles and P250s out. No flashes for the T side. Gen.G didn't need someone there, eco. But perhaps the T's will. Crashies, Gen.G and Dapper to try and get an opening kill at long ranges with these Desert Eagles.
Slight miss there with the AWP. Always a bit dangerous when you're facing that Deagle. Kusta, bit of a wide swing, but he's going to be getting that kill. And since they're picking up some more behind it, it looks like they'll be really safe in this particular round. No one going down on Gen.G's side, and none will at the end of it. 14-12. I don't know. If you were in the FPX side of this from the beginning, and you know you were celebrating as they were just looking like they were about to run it all the way home, you might start to feel a little bit of nervousness creeping in.
Yeah, nervousness, an upset stomach, perhaps.
Quite likely at the moment.
Not comfortable. Measure. 4 rounds in a row for FunPlus Phoenix. 6 from the last 7. There's a lot of momentum in their favor. Maybe doubts for FPX. 2 towards A. Generally tells the intentions of a T side. Double. Oh my god, he's been headshot 3 times and he's still alive.
Oh, and he's hoping for the jump, isn't he? Might have just seen that. Doesn't matter. Som will continue.
Sick. He is. Som is a sick player. I'll admit that. He's very, very good.
We're being taught a real lesson right now. If we were sleeping on him before, if we weren't quite ready, yeah, this is a convincing performance. 23, I think, topping the scoreboard just now.
It's so crazy considering how young he is, man. It's great to see. But I mean, again, that's all well and good. But Gen.G still needs to start winning matches, and this is a chance for them.
Look at the stack on A. I mean, this is sort of stack that it's either going to work brilliantly, which I reckon it will. It's very hard to clear out all these spots, but it could also collapse. Like, they're all so trapped on the bomb site. Automatic falling back now, and that's going to at least mean he can snipe from the background. We'll see. Kusta Daps with some opening kills.
35 seconds on the clock. Gen.G's alone now in the 1 versus 5. And I don't feel like it's happening, man. It's slipping away, Anders.
It's truly slipping away. 14 to 13. This is getting really uncomfortable. Someone who picked FPX to win the whole series, I'm starting to feel that way. They had their chance, though. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it.
They've had multiple chances.
Yeah.
More than one. Just haven't been able to clean up. And sometimes you're going to get one deed, man. But, yeah. It would be very unfortunate if they were to lose this with the position they put themselves in. Once again, they're on the pistols now. 3 smoke grenades out, some flashes as well. A with smokes. The only strat anybody knows in the park. Let's see if it work out for FunPlus Phoenix. Peter will take out the first place. They've got a rifle now, and they've got, I was going to say, they had the flashes to maybe go for a push towards CC. Dapper will do so anyway, bursting through the smoke. They will take the gamble because what have they got to lose at this point? Looking over the smoke is Gen.G with an AK-47, but he will choose to fall back.
I was going to say, I think maybe he could have just stood up right then and there. Bentet, some excellent spray coming through. Gen.G will get one, but now the rest of the forces coming in. The bomb is kind of planted here for the jungle, so maybe they could get the lineup. Gen.G with a nice kill. No idea if they're defusing inside there. Not yet. Mitch with a nice flank around. Gen.G, they've gone so far. They should be able to bring this one home. Some missed eagle shots, and all of the opportunity slips away. Bomb is going to get defused. FPX, that could and maybe should have been their round towards the end there.
That was it right there with that deagle. Obviously, he needed to jump.
Just well,
no, that's very unfortunate. I think a lot of people are getting the kill there, so that's got to be frustrating for him. But it is what it is. It's over, and they've got to focus on the buy round now. 14 apiece. Opportunity has come and gone, but here we are. They've got to start doing something now.
6 in a row for Gen.G to get to this position. And as much as FPX have, you know, been right on the edge of taking this away, it's not really happening. How did Kusta take all this damage? There's no one near him. Did he walk into a Molotov that they himself put down? I think he did.
Self-flagellating on the ramp.
That's what you're into, I guess.
It's not, I mean, maybe it's what he's into, I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Not me. Anyway, you can see the grenade lined up with the aerial if you're on 1080p with the classic setting on your POV to deliver the smoke towards top connector. And there's a response from the CTs, an incendiary, very expensive flames. Now, the bomb is heading towards the B bomb site. They're in position to split. There's only 2 players here for Gen.G towards this B bomb site. That rotation is so long for Gen.G. And that alone may help them win this round. We've got Gen.G running distraction in the meantime, but they've got to get these entries towards B.
I can't believe Gen.G's alive, bumping into the wall like that, but as long as he's in the connector, he's keeping 3 people at the A bomb site. Daps will get 1 kill on PTR. Bentet will shut down Dapper. This is such a huge defense. They are alone, as you were pointing out. If they didn't defend this bomb site, the backup would never get there in time. Wow, 15 to 14, Gen.G at map point.
I feel like they waited so long to make a play in towards the B bomb side there, but regardless of that, the 2 players on B were enough. And FunPlus Phoenix look to have run out of steam completely. Since Gen.G started winning rounds on their CT side, they've only put 1 round on the board. And again, they had multiple opportunities versus pistols to really get this one in the bag, but There we go. It hasn't felt like they were going to win this for a while. Som's carrying a third AWP, but he's got a rifle as well, so we'll see what he does with that. I missed the 1.6 days we could just run and spam G and just properly juggle the weapons.
I agree completely. Wow. Exploding crashes in the middle. Not a good start here for FPX. Man, this is going to be a painful loss. This is going to be hard to shake, I think, going into the second map. Gen.G will go down, defeated by Kusta, who's swinging wide for a second kill. Great play from Kusta. And PTR is going to be alone in a 1 versus 4. They had it all going on, but they gave it away, and that 16-14 Gen.G will steal away Mirage. That hurts. That hurts to watch.
Yeah, I can't help but be disappointed at FunPlus Phoenix there, and the opportunities they had to take that game. That really slipped out of their hands on multiple occasions. But here we are. Gen.G have been gifted in some ways, Mirage. They had to make that comeback on a CT half as well. But I feel like it should never have been in their power.
No, I mean, it felt like it was pretty much gone. So, I mean, good luck. I guess it's good on them for sticking into it and not giving up in the middle of that game. But what did they win, like 8 rounds in a row towards the end?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot of rounds. See if they could do just as well or maybe even better on the second map. It's coming up after the break.